Welcome to Got Invention Radio. I'm your host, Brian Freed, and tonight we have directors and executives and all different types of people from the United States Patent and Trademark Office. We have Mindy Bickel. She is the Innovation and Outreach Coordinator for the Greater New York region. We have Montia Pressey. She is the Staff Attorney in the Office of the Commissioner for Trademarks. And we have Elizabeth Dougherty. She is the Director of Inventor Education, Outreach, and Recognition for the Office of Innovation Development. Welcome, ladies, to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I know a couple of you have been regulars on our show, and we're happy to have you back, Mindy and Elizabeth. And Montia, you're new to the show, so welcome.
Thanks very much. Happy to be here.
All right. So we spend our sessions with the United States Patent and Trademark Office for updates on what's going on for inventors and what is going on at the United States Patent and Trademark Office, the initiatives that they're doing for inventors. So this is going to be a great show. Listen to all the details, and I'm sure there's things here that are going to be in your best interest. So, Mindy, let's start off with you. Tell us what you've been up to at the office there and how you're helping inventors.
Thanks, Brian. I really appreciate the opportunity to be on the show again and talk about some of the programs we have that I know will be of great benefit to your listeners. I'm about to make a transition next week to be the Innovation and Outreach Coordinator in the Greater New York region. But for the past 4 years, approximately, I have been working on the Patents Ombudsman program. So I'm still doing that for a few more days. And that program is really valuable to inventors at all levels. And who we serve are people whose applications have become stuck. I should specify patent applications, not trademark, but whose patent applications have become stuck somewhere in the application process. So it could be something as simple as they're not getting a phone call returned or a voicemail message returned, to something more complicated, like they really are not understanding what the office action is telling them to do, and they don't know where to go.
Okay, so that's
for help.
So that's what the Ombusdman program is about. So it's an opportunity for inventors when they need help to be able to have somebody that they can go to, basically not charging us for their help.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
And
we're a free service.
That's great. And is this service available to inventors all over the country?
It is. Anyone who's filed a patent application can use our service. There are several ways to access the program, but the easiest way, I'm going to give the phone number. The easiest way is to just call 571-272-5555.
Okay, thank you. And is there an email address also that if we want to email?
There is Ombusdman program, and I'm going to just spell that slowly because that can be confusing. So that's OMBUDSMAN program, PROGRAM, at uspto.gov. And Ombudsman program is all one word.
Thank you, Mindy. I have a question about the program. You're saying that everybody or anybody can call and get help. Is it that everybody can get this help, or do we have to qualify to get the help?
Yeah, you don't have to qualify. So anyone who's already filed a patent application and then that application is stuck somewhere in the system, anyone in that category can call us, no matter what their issue is. And if it's something that we don't help with directly, we'll refer them. We ask that people who haven't yet filed and have questions or need some sort of assistance go to the Office of Innovation Development, and Elizabeth will be talking about that a little bit later. So we really just focus on people who've filed and have some kind of issue.
Okay. So, I mean, realistically, it's good to start off on the uspto.gov website, which is your official website, which I know we're going to talk about during the show. But there is a general question-answer section on there that that may answer some of the questions instead of actually going through the Ombusdman program. Would you say that when we do have these general questions that it's still okay to call? I just feel like I almost feel bad calling when the information is there. But it sounds like you guys are open, ready, and willing to help us.
We really are, and maybe Elizabeth might want to jump in. We encourage people to call regardless. We feel that it's an opportunity for us to, in fact, educate patent applicants on some of the resources that are available on the website that they might not know about, or some of the resources that are available in other parts of the office. So sometimes we have a patent applicant call us just for a status inquiry about, well, where is their application in the process? When can they expect something? We don't really encourage people to call us with that, but sometimes that's an opportunity for us to talk to them more about what to expect in the process or what services the Office of Innovation Development could provide or teach them about and that sort of thing. So we just look for ways that we can use whenever we've got someone on the phone, give them a little bit more education about the system, even though it might not really be our particular role in the process. You know, if there's something we can do to help them, we do it.
That's great. What about when somebody calls? Do they speak to somebody that is independent within the USPTO offices, or is it some outside attorney or, you know, somebody that may be limited on information?
Yeah, so the way we're organized is when they call, there's only 3 of us that answer the phone directly. So a lot of times they might have to go to voicemail, and then they'll get a call back, usually the same day, pretty frequently within a couple of hours, and sometimes just within one business day. And we'll listen to what their issue is and then figure out who best can help address that issue. So we have a network of Ombudsman representatives that we work with in all parts of the office, in all of the examining areas, in the pre-exam area, the post-exam area, and we'll refer their issue to be addressed by the place that it can be best handled. Within the technology centers, within the examining areas, the people that we work with, our Ombudsman representatives, are some of the most senior and most experienced people within the patent office. So they'll get some really expert help when they contact us.
Very good.
And that's how the process works.
Well, it's a great program. Thank you for that, Mindy. Many inventors may not know about it, and if they do have a patent, whether it's a provisional or non-provisional design patent or any other type of patent, and they have a question, we're free to call and speak to your office. Thank you so much for that.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you.
So what else is happening? I know that I had an opportunity to see you in the one of the inventor groups in New York, because you are now the coordinator for the Greater New York region, relieving Sue Purvis from her duties. So this is something that it's worked out fantastic here in the New York region, and maybe you can share what's going on with this new outreach coordinator position.
Yeah, it's a great position. Sue did a wonderful job last year, and she's just come back down to the USPTO. We were both on campus at PTO today, and I am planning to make my move next week. Sue has put together a great website that's really a wonderful resource of events that are happening in the New York region. And people can get to that website most easily. It's part of USPTO's website. But the best way to get there is just uspto.gov/Cornell. And the web page with Sue's picture will come up. So it's not me on there until next Tuesday. I don't look like that. And you can find out what events are going on, resources, articles. Our email address is on there. And if you click on the events tab on that page, you'll actually find out about one of the first events that I will be coordinating when I get up there. It happens on October 9th, which is a Wednesday evening, and it starts at 6 o'clock, and it is in the office space where I will be located, which is part of Cornell Tech on 8th Avenue. And there's a button to click to register. It's a free event, but people do need to register, as we need to give their names to the security guard so that they can get access to the facility.
Okay. Now,
So,
Mindy,
yeah.
this is specifically in New York City. Do you
Correct.
suggest, we have listeners from all over the world, but let's say they're in the United States. I don't know if they're going to be flying from overseas, but if they're in the United States, do you suggest that they come to your events there, or is it something that perhaps they should wait when there's this type of program in their areas?
Well, I know that Craig Morris, and maybe I should let Montia jump in, I believe he was in Minnesota or something this week. So he goes all over the country, and if you're interested in his talks, I think you would be able to pick him up. If you're not in the New York region, you could find him at one of his other events. And Elizabeth is going to talk about, I believe, something that's happening in the D.C. area in October as well. So the events that I will be working on are really pretty limited to the New York region, and we do things all over the country. So I don't think people, if they're in other parts of the country, need to come in to New York, unless they just want to come to New York, because they just want to come to New York.
What about,
right.
Well, I'm an inventor, so I have to always come up with ideas when I hear things. What about possibly putting something where it's broadcasted so everybody can listen no matter where they are?
Right. We've talked about that. I don't think we'll be able to have something like that in place by October 9th, but we have talked about doing that kind of thing. So I'm glad you raised it. And, you know, when we're ready to be able to make that happen, we will definitely let you know, and maybe you can make an announcement on the show about
absolutely.
that kind of thing.
Not to put you on the spot there, Mindy, but
yeah,
it'd be great for inventors all over the country. But congratulations on your new position, and I'll definitely be stopping by to visit you.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you.
Okay, so with your with the Greater New York Region Outreach Coordinator position, again, if you don't mind just giving the website and your phone number, if that's okay, or you want to wait until you're in New York.
No, I'm happy to give all of that. So the website again is uspto.gov/Cornell, like the university, Cornell. There's a shared email address. It's pretty long. It's all one word: Innovation Outreach Coordinator NY @uspto.gov. And my phone number is 571-272-3365. And frankly, I'm happy to have this opportunity to say that I'd really like to hear from people in the New York region about the kinds of events that they want to see. So please call or text or email or whatever. Get the word to me about what kinds of things, what kinds of programming would be most useful to you in the New York region so that we can make that happen.
Thank you so much, Mindy. All right, Montia Givens Pressey. Tell us, you are the staff attorney in the Office of the Commissioner for Trademarks. Please tell us what you do.
Well, customer service is a large component of what I do, actually, and something that I really enjoy and get to educate folks about trademarks and why they're important, and inventors, and why trademarks should be a part of their invention process. I also do a lot of work with our post-registration unit, which is a unit dedicated to examining maintenance filings that are filed to help maintain registrations. Trademark registrations can last forever, which is a little different, I know, from other types of intellectual property. But if you use your trademark and you file your maintenance documents with our office on a timely basis, you can actually keep a trademark registration forever. So it's kind of fun to talk to our customers and to help them to understand what they need to do, and just to kind of bounce ideas off of them.
Great. Now, Montia, there are some newbie inventors that are listening, and there's inventors that have products that are out in retail selling gazillion dollars worth. Can you just give us a quick definition of what trademarks are and how you feel they may be important for an inventor?
Absolutely. Well, first off, a trademark is a brand name. That's the easiest way to understand it. But more specifically, a trademark or service mark includes any word, name, symbol, device, or a combination thereof that's used to identify your goods or services. So for inventors in particular, as you're coming up with your new invention, you want to also keep in mind the idea of coming up with a really strong, distinctive trademark or brand name to call